This past weekend, I made $2,567 selling a product I created. In this video, I'm going to show you all about that. And let's get started. But first, please subscribe to my channel. Okay, let's get going. Okay, the product I sold is called Visual Puzzles Mastery, and I'm going to show you inside the product. I'm going to show you the sales page, and I'm going to show you the emails I sent, and I'm going to show you the results, which is what in front of us right now. Okay, right here, the top line right here, Visual Puzzles Mastery, and I sold 96 copies at $27 each, and that brought in $2,567. Go get your calculator out, do the math if you want. I can tell you this much. I did get 946 clicks to the sales page, and 96 people bought. That is a 10% conversion rate. You can see that right here. Pretty good. Not the best, but definitely not the worst either, so I'm happy with that. I had tried to get to 100 people, got to 96. Okay, I'll live with that. So what is this all about? And in fact, what are you even looking at right now? Because you may be looking at the screen and not know what this is. All right, this is behind the scenes in my Warrior Plus account. I do sell a lot of products on Warrior Plus. In fact, I'm one of the top vendors on there. In fact, I have the 10th best-selling product ever on their whole platform. So, whoa, okay. And let me go into what visual puzzles are. So, you know, for a little background, I'm in the puzzle book market to some degree. I used to be fully, like that was my whole niche. You know, I've since gotten into other things, which actually is more fun in some ways. But I have a bunch of core customers and followers who are very much interested in puzzle books. The thing is, I've created a lot of products around puzzle books already, and so have a lot of other people now. And puzzle books, there's like word search books, cryptograms, Sudoku puzzles, logic puzzles, and these have all been done a lot of times. So I stay on the lookout for something new. And where do I find new things? Well, sometimes just browsing again on Amazon, other times watching things on YouTube. Hey, and by the way, I want you to know, I'm just talking about puzzle books here. That's probably not your niche, and it doesn't matter. It's just how my process is. I want you to know what I do behind the scenes, because a lot of people ask me, literally, what do you do behind the scenes? So that's what I'm showing here. So let me go into this. I'm going to go to inside my product here. I'm going to log in. Everything you're seeing here is mine. I've created all this. This is my website. I put together these membership sites all the time, and I give some training here. So I have some video training here. And I came up here on the left, you could see with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, I can't even count today, a bunch of different types of puzzles you can do that are based on things that are visual. So you might think, okay, a lot of puzzles are pen and paper. I'm going to do a word search puzzle. I'm going to do a crossword. You know, I think that's what, left brain, right brain stuff, whichever way I get it mixed up. But I think when it comes to visual, it's more like the creative, the artsy side. Well, that's what's good about these. And I do show different techniques to make different kinds of puzzles in here. All right. And that's the whole product. So I do have one piece of software in here. I am a software developer, and I have a thing here. I'm not going to show it to you, but over the years, just for a little background here, I've created a lot of software-based products, and some that have no software in it, and some that are a mix, like this one. So there's that. The thing with software is it adds a lot more functionality. Also takes longer to create. So if I want to get products out, you know, do I want to spend weeks on this one or get some training out here? Anyway, let's put that aside. All right. So I'm going to go to the sales page here. Very simple sales page. I unfortunately am kind of lazy when it gets to the sales pages, which is actually really bad. All right. If I tell you don't spend a lot of time on your sales page, don't listen to me. It's bad advice, all right? You should spend as much time as you can and get this perfect. Now, I'm in a little bit of a better situation here because I'm selling this. I was selling this primarily to people who are already my customers who know what to expect. So I've got that going for me. Anyway, I simply did a thing here with a few visual puzzles, such as, you know, this one on the left and this one on the right. There's a few differences. In fact, if you're looking for them right now, I'll tell you. Okay, this little bag here has only one. I'm going to call this a snowflake. There's an extra one here. There's an extra pen over here. Are you getting the idea? These are like, what's different? Okay, doesn't matter. I'll just move on. So I did make this fairly simple sales page, but it got the job done. And that was the whole thing. I made a nice box. Also, another thing I do, just if this is something you might consider in your product releases, is I usually start with a discounted price. And the one I sold over the weekend, this one, I had at $27. That discount period is now over, so now I have it at $37, and that's why you see $37 there. All right, so that's it for the sales page for the product. Now, I did show you here the results I got, 25, 67, all to me, except for the platform fee. So in other words, I had no affiliates help me sell this. If I had affiliates, they would have gotten half of the money. I didn't use any. I have enough customers where I don't have to use affiliates all the time. It's good to use affiliates to grow more business that way. But sometimes when I'm just trying to get something out in a timely fashion, I just go and release it what I call privately. And I do want to show you a little more about this. Let me see if I could go to something here. Now, you may be wondering, is there a funnel? Or, as I said, the word funnel, you may be wondering, what the heck is a funnel? So let me just move the screen here to something else. I'm just waiting for the screen to pick up here. So it is actually down here somewhere. If you're wondering what all this is, these are a lot of my products that I've come out with, and I am looking for this one right here. That's the one that I sold. So there is no funnel. If this is all new to you, what you're seeing here is a screen on Warrior Plus where your funnel will appear as you build a funnel. A funnel is like where you have the main product, and then you might have an upsell. That's a funnel, main product to an upsell. And you may have several upsells. It's all part of the funnel. I have no funnel here. I just have the main product. So that's what you're seeing here. But let's put this all together now. So I have the product. It's on my website. I have a sales page in place. I have the product set up here on Warrior Plus. In fact, I'm going to give you a little more background, okay? Why not? I'm showing you behind the scenes. Let's get the whole picture here. Let's go to products over here, and I'll go down to wherever that one is. I got so many products, kind of drives me crazy sometimes. It's down here somewhere. Here, visual puzzles. And this is a product setup. You don't have to pay any attention to this if it's like, what the heck is this? Don't worry about it. I'm doing this for the sake of you that are interested. So it's very simple. I give a place where they create their account after they make the purchase, have my refund period set up. You need a place where people can email you for help, and so on and so on and so on. So that's pretty much that. No need to look too much on that. But let's get to, how did I actually get the people to know about this? Right. So think about it. Got the product, got the sales page. It's set up for sales. It's ready to go. But how does the world find out about it? Well, luckily for me, I do have existing customers. So all I did was I went to my Aweber account and started sending emails out to my list. And I sent them out starting over here. Ramp up your Q4 book sales with visual puzzles. Q4, by the way, is the fourth quarter of the year where a lot of sales happen. So getting a little interest. Ooh, Q4 is coming up. People get excited. So I sent that out actually starting Wednesday. So maybe it wasn't quite just on the weekend, but I started on Wednesday and I mailed that thing through Sunday. About 8 or 9 emails over the course of about 4 days perhaps, and did get that number of sales that we saw on whatever screen I had it on. So that's the whole thing, and I just wanted you to see that so you understand how I got this done. Now, if you're interested in making your own products, which you should be, by the way, don't be concerned that I showed you the publishing niche. That's my niche. It's one of my niches, not my only niche. All right, you have your niche. And something I tell people all the time, including you, is that you know things that other people pay you money for. Hard to believe. Like, we all know stuff that we just take for granted. Well, doesn't everybody know how to do this thing? Or you may realize that you have a skill that not everybody has, but you may not value your skill enough. Because what I've learned over and over and over again is that as long as you're just a couple of steps ahead of other people, they will pay you for that knowledge. And then it's just a matter of how to get that knowledge out of your head, which is, in my case, I put into video training or PDFs or something like written content. And then I package it up like this. I have a website I put stuff on. You may not have a website, but you know what? There's workarounds for that, so no worries about that. I just want you to get the process in here. So that's my whole story for this, and I just want you to know what is possible. So my last words here are, like the philosophical motivation thing is something along the lines of, if you don't try it, you'll never know if it will work, right? A lot of people just say, it won't work, it can't work. And you know what? When you start thinking that way, you know what happens? It doesn't work. But as long as you start to think, maybe this could work, I should give it a try. It may not work, but as long as you give things a try, they have the opportunity to work, and sometimes they work really great. Okay, so that's it for this video. Please subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching, and look forward to bringing you more of these fun videos.